Hi guys, it's Katie here again from BellaCreativa. I have another project that I'd like to share with you today. This is just a little project. It's just a different way of giving gift cards to people or money. It's a little wallet with little space in there to hold your money, or the money or the gift card. It's just something different. So I have previously made these before, which are little Altoid tins, and these are really great little tins because they will easily fit a gift card in here. Have I got a gift card floating around? I don't, but you can easily fit a gift card in these, so that's one little option, and I think they're super cute. But another option is these wallets. So I have seen something similar to this before on YouTube and on Pinterest, but I haven't seen an SVG before. So I have designed this SVG and then put my own little slant on it. So it's a set of SVG files, but I've also made them as printable templates for anybody who might be interested. So they come with two different closures. This is one of the closures, which is just a band that slips off and on. Nothing fancy about that, and you certainly don't have to put any closure on it if you don't want to. But then it opens up, and on the inside we have an area at the back here for putting in your money. And then we have some little pockets here for putting in the gift cards. And this little one here is a clear little pocket, so you could slide something in there as well, like that. So you can, these are the size of gift cards, so this you can pop gift cards in here. You can put a little photo in there, you could put a little word or two from you, that sort of thing. And then I've just also included this cute little money pouch sort of envelope here, so you could put a little secret message in there, or a coin, or just something, you know. I just thought it looked cute and it was a bit fun, made it a bit different. So that's that one here. So this one is quite bulky because I put those flowers on top, but I think that looks sweet. So that's that one. And then this one also has just the slide off closure, and again I've decorated this very dimensionally with some flowers. I just love it though. So this one is exactly the same. It's got this little pocket here, and then it's got these little pockets here for popping your gift cards in, and the section at the back, plus this little window pocket here as well. So that's that one. And then in the tutorial, which I'm going to put at the end of this video, we made this one. So this is the envelope that comes with SVGs and it fits the wallet in. So if you don't decorate it really heavily like this and keep it quite flat, then it will fit in this little envelope, which I think is great for Christmas time. So then we can just open it up, and I haven't sealed it because I want to use it. I want to give it to someone. So I'm going to open this one up, and this is a Christmassy one, so I've just put a tag on the front. This is the other closure that you can have, so it has a little wallet closure, and I've actually used a Velcro here, but you could easily use a magnet. I just didn't want to use all my magnets on my gift cards, on my little wallets. So then you open this one up, and we've got this section at the back, so I can paper clip my money to this little guy here, and if I wanted to, or I could just put the money straight in there. And then we have these little sections here where we can put in our gift cards, like so and so. And we also again have this little cute little coin pocket, and then this is the window envelope at the front, and I've just put my little to and from little thing in there. So then that just all closes up, and I can pop it in the envelope and give it as a gift to somebody, and it's just a little bit more interesting and just a little bit different than just a gift card in a card. So that's this guy here. Let's put these guys to the side, shall we? I'll just show you this is the, I should take it out of this plastic so it doesn't shine. These are the printable templates, and this is just a printout of the two files that you need to make the gift cards. So I just wanted to show you that it's 2 files. In the tutorial that follows, I have shown you each of the pieces and how to put them together, so you'll see that one. I just thought I'd show you that that's the 2 files. And then for the printable templates, I've just quickly printed out a scaled down version so you could see that you get this sort of key at the front, which is essentially exactly the same as this, but obviously I have to separate the mats out from the actual pieces themselves. But the blue pieces, the pieces that you cut from cardstock, and the pink pieces are the pieces that you cut from your scrapbook paper for matting. And then this is what the actual templates, printable templates look, but these are obviously half the size. So there you would just print these out to fit on the paper that you're using. So whether it's A4 or letter sized, it will vary a little bit in size, but you'll still be able to get money in there and gift cards, no problem. So these are the printable templates. So with the SVG files, when we upload them, we have to change the score line, the cut lines to score lines. So I thought I'll just quickly show you on the computer how to do that, and then we will put it together. All right, so I'll see you at the computer in a minute. Okay, so here I am at my computer, and I have got 2 files in my download. So if I was to be downloading the printable templates from my Etsy store, and I'll put the link in the description box below, then if the printable templates just come as a single PDF, so let's just have a quick look at that. So I'll just double click on that, and this is the PDF that I just showed you before. So the printable templates, that 1 page sort of key, and then the actual templates themselves. So there's 6 pages in total. And so all you need to do is print this out onto the cardstock or paper you want to use. Alternatively, you could print it off onto cardstock and then use this as a traceable template, which tends to be what I like to do, but it's up to you. Okay, so that's the printable templates, and then if we come back here, we can see this is the set of files that you'll receive if you were looking at the SVG files, if that's what you wanted to purchase from the Etsy store. So I just need to extract these. So first of all, I'll just double click on that one and then click extract all. And it's saying where it's going to go, and I'll say show me the files when they're completed and click extract. And now it's just opened those up for me, and I have 2 files and also a PDF. So let's have a quick look at the PDF. So this one's for the SVG files. So this PDF just tells you a little bit of information. I've made that very small, haven't I? A little bit of information about uploading them to your cutting machine, a link to my YouTube channel so you can go and check this tutorial out, a little bit of information about sizing, and then there's 2 screenshots of the files themselves, so it's easy for you to refer to. Okay, so then if we close that one down, these 2 files here, file 1 and file 2, we need to upload to our electronic cutting machine software. So I use a Cricut, but I'm pretty sure that you could just as easily use any of the other cutting machines. You just need to know how to change cut lines to score lines, which is what we're going to do now. So I'm going to go over to Cricut, click on my Cricut here, and I'm going to click on upload and click upload image, and then click browse, and I'm going to go back to my downloads, and this is my unzipped folder here. So I'm going to open that one and then double click on the first file, file 1, and there it is. That's the image that we're uploading. It's just called file 1. You might want to call it something else, and then click save. And then I'm going to do the same thing again with the second file. Double click on that one and click save. Then I'm going to select those 2 files that I've just uploaded and say insert images, and it's going to bring them into my canvas and drop them on top of each other. First thing I'm going to do is just reduce the size of my canvas a little bit, and then I can move these 2 files to the side like so. So we just need to change some of the internal lines from cut lines to score lines. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on this file and click ungroup. Then for these blue pieces here that have cut lines, I'm going to click on the blue piece underneath, come over to the layers panel, come down to where it's highlighted, and you can see that it's highlighted both the blue piece itself and these lines here, and they say cut. So we need to click on those lines, and then we're going up to the left hand side to the line type. We click on that drop down arrow and then change it from cut to score. And you can see that it's changed those lines from solid lines to dashed lines, which is what we want. So I'm going to go back over to the layers panel, and I'm going to click next to that arrow just above my score, where those lines are that I've changed to score lines, to select the actual piece and the score lines themselves, and then I'm going to go down the bottom and click attach. So what you can see now is that it's attached those score lines to the blue piece, but I can't see my pink mats anymore there underneath. So I'm going to right click on my piece and say center back, and then I'm going to click off the piece and I'm going to highlight the mats for the piece as well as the piece so that it's all together, and then I'm just going to click group. And I do that just because I find it much easier to work with my pieces when I've grouped it all together. So I'm going to do the same with these pockets here because they have internal lines that I need to change from cut lines to score lines. So I'm going to go up to line type, click score, select the whole thing, click attach. Now in this instance I don't actually need to send it to the back because this is a window pocket. If you can see there, the mat is actually supposed to be underneath it, so I can just leave that there. I'm going to highlight both of those pieces and click group. And then I'm going to do the same for this guy here, but this mat is sitting on top, so I'm going to go to the cut lines, change them to score, select the whole piece, click attach, and then I am going to right click and say send to back, click off it, select both those pieces and click group. And do the same with everything that has got some lines on it. Any of the blue pieces that have lines, I'm going to change those lines to score lines, send the piece to the back and then group it together with its mat, just because I think it's easier to do it like that. So this little piece here is the closure and it doesn't have a mat, so we can just attach it and leave it like that. And then we need to do the same with this second group, so we need to ungroup this whole section because that was a file, so it all came in together. I'm going to click on this little guy here, change those cut lines to score lines, click attach, and I'm going to say send to back, click off it, click on, select all of those pieces and make it a little group. I don't need to do anything to these guys, but I am going to group the mat and the piece together just because I like working with it like that. And this one here has got some score lines on it, so I need to change those cut lines to score lines. Click on the whole thing, click attach, send it to the back, click off it, click highlight all the pieces and click group. And then this one here does have a couple of little lines underneath, so I'm going to try and select just the blue piece, which I did not manage to do, but here's the blue piece here. That one there, and the cut lines, change them to score lines, click on the whole thing, click attach, click send to back, select it all, click group. Okay, so now I can save it as a project, so I can call it gift card and money wallet and click save. Now I never have to change those lines again, they will always be in my project just like that. I think I wanted to mention that these pockets here I use on the right hand side and the left hand side of my wallet. So if I want to cut these out from my left hand side, I'm just going to duplicate both of those pieces, and then I am going to click flip and I'm going to flip them horizontally, and when I cut them out, then I'm going to cut them out looking like that way, so that makes sure that my mats at least are also the right way. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to cut out my little pieces now and then we can put it together. So I'll see you back with all my pieces cut in a minute. Thanks. Okay, so I have cut all my little bits out, and I've just got a printout here of both of the files so that I can sort of show you which pieces I've cut out as we go along. So I'll just pop that to the side and we'll start putting it together. Okay, so this is piece A. This is the main part of our gift card and money wallet. So this was white cardstock, and I have printed it on both sides using a digital paper that I got from Etsy. I can't remember what it was called or where I got it from, but I will look it up and put it in the description box below if you'd like to use that one as well. So this is the main part of our wallet, our A piece, and it has score lines on it, and I've just gone ahead and folded on those score lines, and you can see it's got a tiny little gusset here. So all we need to do is fold these two tabs in, fold along all of those score lines to get the little gusset, and then fold it up across here and glue these sides down. So let's do that. I just had a little glue crisis a minute ago and spilt glue everywhere. It's still stuck to my fingers, but yeah. So anyway, hopefully that's all cleaned up now, and hopefully this glue comes out okay. I'm a little bit scared of my glue bottle now. I squeezed and it wasn't coming out, so I squeezed harder. Never a good idea, because then the lid flew off and glue went everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to fold those two little tabs up and glue it down along that edge. And I'm just going to give it a burnish to make sure that it sticks well. And the same on this side. I'm just going to line it up there and give it a burnish. And I'll give it a burnish all the way across here. And I'm just going to fold it over and just keep those two bottom pieces flat with my tabletop, and then just give my little gusset a burnish as well, like so. Okay, so there's the beginning of our wallet. You know, the first thing I should have done was put some liner in here. I think I cut some mats out, but I did not put them on, did I? So I have these two mats here. Ooh, I have more than those two mats there. There should be one more floating around somewhere. I'm not sure what I've done with that. Oh, it's stuck under here. So I think I was actually planning on matting this on the inside at the back here. So that's these mats here. I don't know if I want to or not. Well, let's do it. But what I'm thinking about doing is rounding the corners of my wallet. So I'm just going to get my little corner rounder. And I'm just going to go around the edges of each corner there, and that one, and this one. How's the light? It feels a bit dark in here. Is that better? Okay. So then if I'm going to put these mats in, which I absolutely should have done before I stuck those tabs down, but clearly I wasn't thinking. I've been completely put off by my glue dilemma. I'm going to put them in there. Am I going to? Let's just do it. I'm just going to round the corner. Now I have to try and sneak it in there. So I feel like I've already led you astray and I've hardly done anything. Never mind. You put these in before you put these little tabs up. That would be my advice. Because now I'm going to try and get this in here. Slide that in there. Like something like this. I was getting glue all over my fingers. And it's not very well lined up. There. That'll do. I'll just get that little glue off there. Okay, we'll do the same. Should I have this? I feel like we should do it that way. I don't know why. Okay. So this is the second bit that I'm going to try and slide in here. That seems like they're really stuck up in the corner here. No, they're not. It's just tricky because it's gluey. I think my glue's already dried. How's that? I think it's going to have to do, people. Okay, right. I really wish I'd put those on beforehand, but never mind. All is not lost. Okay, let's give it another little burnish here. Whoop. Okay, so now we've got some pockets, but we've also got some mats for here. So let's put those on first and not do that mistake again. So here's my next set of mats that are going to go on here. I just need to round these corners on that one and then on this one. So that's these mats here. They've got the little V cut out of them. So we can put some glue on these and glue these straight on. Like so. It's much easier when you put them on when you're meant to. Okay, I think we've got a little bit more at the top, like so. And give those a little press. And then this one. So the ones that I made before, I didn't mat. I just printed straight onto the cardstock, but I just cut my individual little pockets and pieces out of the cardstock that I'd printed on, so that I didn't have to mat. I'm getting really lazy these days. I have this new printer and it gives me the opportunity to print things that, you know, much more vividly than before. So there's our little inside. So these ones here, I just printed straight onto my pockets. You know, I cut my pockets straight out of the paper, the cardstock that I've printed on, so I didn't need to mat. But I wanted to show you how to do the matting, so this time we're going to mat as well. Okay, so that's those two. Now we have some pockets to go on top of these guys. So those pockets are, I believe, these ones here. So there's the little mats for them. Okay, so these ones here are the B pockets, and I flipped one over when I cut it out so that I have them facing each way. So you can see it only goes one way, but I've cut two of them, and one of them I flipped it so that instead of being that way, it's this way. So then I've just folded those tabs in, and we can just glue those. We can just glue these pockets straight down. Oh, I need to cut the corner off. Oh, I mean, all sorts of pickle at the moment. Okay, let's move this out of the way so I don't get glue on that. So I'm just going to line that up with this corner and that edge and glue it down. And give it a burnish. I'll just make sure it's not poking out that edge. That's good. That's good. It's just curled up a little bit from where it was sitting in the pile, but that's okay. It will flatten again. Right, let's cut this around this little corner here. And then we can glue these tabs down. And glue that one down in the corner. Make sure we're happy with where that one's sitting. Let's have a little look-see. Shuffle it up a little bit and over a little bit. And give that a burnish. Okay, and then we can put the mats on top of that one. So I've got a mat here for this one. Yeah, it's looking pretty Larry, pretty Christmas Larry. And pop this one on here. Oh, round the corner. See, I've forgotten again. Okay. Of course, you don't have to round the corners, but once you've started, you kind of have to keep going, don't you? Okay. That one there. And round the corner on this one. Put a bit of glue on this mat. So I'm refraining from inking everything because that just takes forever. Takes a bit of time, and I don't think it matters too much for this project. It's completely up to you though. Sometimes you just want it to look a little bit cleaner, don't you? Okay, just get that glue off there. Looking good. Let's make sure she still closes nicely. Give it a bit of a fold. I'm going to ink around this little corner, these little edges though, where I've trimmed it, I think. Okay, now we've got more pockets. So those were the, put that out of the way. Those were the B pockets. Now I've cut one of the D pockets and one of the C pockets. So the C pockets are actually window pockets, right? And this little guy is going to go on here like this. That's my plan. First things first, I'm going to round the corner before I forget. So I'll just pop that in there and cut that little corner. Okay, so that's my C pocket. And then I've cut one of the D ones, but I've flipped that one as well. And the reason I flipped that one is because I want my D pocket to go on this side, okay? So this one's the C and this one's the D. Let's start with the D. And I'm just going to round that little corner, and then we're going to put some glue on those tabs. Oops, put some glue on those tabs and this one, and pop that one straight on there like so and like so. Make sure it's lined up. Give it a burnish. Get the glue off the corner if I can. Okay, and then we can pop the mat on there. So I've cut one of the D mats, but that one's also been flipped over so that it goes on here. So there for my C pocket. Let's put those to the side. Okay, nope. This is the mat. It's got the rounded corner on there, and then I'm going to round this corner here. And then put some glue on here, like so, and pop that down on here. Cute. I do love that poinsettia. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, and then let's do the C pocket. So we'll just pop this to the side and we'll get out our C pocket. So with the C pocket, with the window, I have cut two of the mats for the C pocket out. One of them is just in the scrapbook paper, and then one of them I've cut out of, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a piece of acetate or craft plastic or packaging, whatever you've got. And I'm just going to round that corner as well. The first thing I'm going to do is flip over my little pocket and run some glue around that little framed edge so I can stick my plastic on. Oh, I feel like I'm a bit jittery now. Okay. I get my piece of plastic. It looks like it goes that way. I'm sorry that you can't see it very well. Let's pop that on there. Just make sure that it's centered all the way around, and then I'm going to push from the plastic outwards so that hopefully the glue doesn't ooze out over the window. I just stuck my finger in it though. Okay, I'll just try and give it a little wipe. See if I can get some of my glue off from my finger. See, it's sticking everywhere. Okay, so now we've got our glue on. Yeah, I've made a real good old mess of that, haven't I? Anyway, you'll do a better job. I will take the time to clean it up, but I'm sure you don't want to watch that, so we'll just have to work with my gluey finger right there. Okay, so then this mat here, I'm going to round that corner as well. Ooh, oh my goodness, did you see that? That's the kind of morning I'm having. Look at that. First of all the glue, then all of these. Okay, still more. Okay, so I'm going to take this mat and I'm going to hold it over the top here, like so, sort of centered, and then I have to do it this way, I think. Centered like so. And I'm going to put some glue on this tab and this tab and push them down onto that mat that we've got under there. Right, so now we have got a gap in between our plastic and our scrapbook paper. Okay, so then I'm going to put glue on this whole bit of the scrapbook paper matting that we've got on the back, plus the tabs. So that whole bit there. And then we can put this guy in the corner, like so. Line him up. I feel like I've done a really bad job of trimming that corner. Okay, and then we'll push that down. And make sure it's lined up along the bottom and push that down. So, you know, once you set these up with your electronic cutting machine, in my case my Cricut, I can just really pump these out, set it up as a project, work out what pieces I need to cut and just keep going, making as many as you like. Okay, so that's our little wallet so far. Cute. So now we've got a couple of other little extras here that I thought we could do. So now I've cut out one of these K pieces here, out of the blue piece, which is the cardstock. So this is it here. I've got lots of little bits. It's my little K piece, cutie. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that is just fold on all the score lines, as you can see that I've already done. And I think we'll start with putting, I've got glue on my fingers, sorry. I've also cut some little mats out for that. So these 3 little mats here, I've cut one of the backing mats, that middle one here. I'm going to put that inside here like so. So let's just go and do that now, shall we? So this is just a cute little addition. You could put a little coin in here or a little message. I just thought it was cute. I'm going to pop that little guy there. And you don't even need to mat the inside of it. I just thought I'd show you that you can if you want to. Okay, I feel like it needs to come down a little bit. Although I think it's pretty well stuck now, so it's not going anywhere. All right, so that's where it's staying. And then we can mat the front of it. So I've got this little mat here, and that's this one here. Put a little bit of glue on here. And I think I might just open him up and pop that down like so. Probably should be paying a bit of attention to which way the diagonals are going. I'm trying to line it up with my 2 little top sections. I've only got one. I thought I had another one somewhere. Don't know. Then I have cut out I'll leave that mat for a minute. I'm sure there was another one of those around somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, then I have cut out this little F circle here. I've cut out 4 of those. So there's these little guys here, 4 little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to glue 2 together. So instead of having 4, I end up with just 2. I mean, you don't have to do these, but I've included them in the files in case you want to. I'll just give that a little press. Do the same with this one. Give it a little press. Ooh. Okay. Gluey. Gluey, gluey. Okay, now I'm going to put a hole in these guys in the middle. I'm going to try anyway. I have got my leather punch here. Now, if you don't have one of these, you could use an awl or a pokey tool of some description. So I'm just going to try and put a hole in the middle of them. Looks kind of middle-ish, like so. And I wanted some brads, and do you know that I forgot to bring them to the table? Now these guys stuck together. Okay, so these are my 2 little, these are going to be for my little closure for this guy here. Right. So I'm going to put one on here and one down here, and put some string on it so that we can do it up with a bit of string. Let me just grab some brads. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Right, so I just need a couple of brads here. These are sort of a mysterious assortment of brads. That one looks okay. That one looks okay. Alright, so let's put those back in there. And then I have some embroidery string. So I'm just going to need a little bit of that. Probably not even that much. And I'm going to put a hole in here. Now I'll grab a pencil, and I think I want one about here. Oh, the pencil's not doing its thing. Maybe another one. I had to wash all of these because I dropped glue all over them, so now they don't want to work. And then one about here. So I'm just going to poke a hole in them. One here. Oh, I should mat it first, shouldn't I? Let's put that mat on. Hold on. So, oh, that doesn't look right. What's wrong with you, Matt? Not sure. I'm going to pop it on, and then I might have to trim it off because I don't know why. But it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right to me. I haven't lined it up very well. Ooh. Yeah. It's okay. It needs to come over a bit. Didn't do a very good job of that, did I? This glue doesn't give you much time to think about it either. Let me just trim off this bit where it's hanging off the side, so I wasn't quick enough to move it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not the greatest. It's alright. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little hole in here. And then I'm going to put a little hole in here. And let's poke that hole out. So we can just go ahead and put one of these little guys on the little circles in here, and then put the brad through, and then stick it down like so. And then for this one, I'm going to put the brad in, whoops, brad in the hole, and then I'm just going to take my little bit of string and tie it up and slide it over the legs of my brad and pull tight like so. Do it again like so. Whoop. And then I'm going to just trim that little tail off. I'm going to try anyway. Nothing's been going right this morning, so yeah, there we go. And then I can pop him through my little hole here. Pop him through my little hole here and put my legs down on my brad. Now I thought I had cut another one of these little mats here to cover that up, but I haven't. But never mind, if you don't tell anyone, I won't tell anyone. So now I can put these two little tabs, glue those two little tabs up and fold this guy up like so. And just give it a little burnish. There we go. And then we can just do it up with a little bit of embroidery thread like so. How cute. Okay, so then I'm going to put him on here, and I'm only going to put glue on the bottom and the two sides so that we could also tuck something in behind there if we wanted to. Don't know that we do, but we have the option. Okay, so then let's pop this little guy on here, about there, I think, like so. Like that? Yes, like that. I did a terrible job of putting that little mat on top there. I don't know what that was all about. Never mind. Don't suppose anyone will notice. Okay, so then what else do I have? Oh, so I have these two little guys here. That is this little piece here, E, and I've cut out two of those, and the first thing I'm going to do is, they've got two little score lines, so I'm just going to bend the score lines up a little bit so you can see like so. And that's going to be a little gusset, and I'll do the same with this one, and then I'm going to glue them together. Right, so now I'll just glue these two little guys together. This is going to be our closure. So you could put a magnet in between these. I'm not going to. I think I might use a Velcro today. A little Velcro tab. Okay. I'll just stick those together. And give those a little burnish. Right, now I just might set that aside to dry for a minute before we start playing with that guy. Let's just pop it there like that. In the meantime, let's put some mats on the front. Okay, so I've got that poinsettia again, so I need to round my corners. Probably would have been wise to mat the front of this before it started getting too chunky. But never mind. Okay, bit of glue on there. Line it up. Press it down. Cute. Nice when it all starts to come together. Okay, I'm going to flip this one over and do the same on this side. This one, bit of glue. And pop that one here. Like so. Okay, so there we go. Look at that, cute. Now, what else have we got? Oh, we've got a couple little inserts. Let's just pop this to the side for a minute. I really, really want to ink that. Okay, so we've got some inserts here as well. So this L insert, let me show you that. And you don't have to do that, but I've just included it in case you wanted to. So this L piece underneath, it's got that fold in the middle. It's got a tiny, tiny, tiny little gusset in the middle. And then we've got a mat to go on top of that. And this will go into the back of our little wallet here if we want to. And you could clip some money to that if you wanted to. Or you could write or put some photos on there or anything you like. But that is that one. So let's just put some glue on here. And mine's all curled up because of the way it's been sitting. But that's okay. It'll flatten itself out. Or I can put it under a book or something. Okay, so then I'm just going to pop this mat on top of here. As I say, you don't have to do this. I just thought I would show you if you wanted to. Just glue that down. And then we can just fold it again. And just give it that little gusset. That's just so it folds in the wallet okay, really. Okay. It's got so much glue stuck to my finger. Right, so this little guy can go in here. Like so. We could put a paper clip on there, and that might be where I might might just paper clip the money, paper clip my money to that. Okay, then we have a couple of little other inserts here. So there's this I one and the J one. So the J one is this is the size of a gift card. So I've already cut out a mat for it. So I'm just going to mat that, and I can just pop this in here. You don't have to. I just gave it to you in case you wanted to use it. You could have cut this out of white paper and written a little greeting or put a photo on there or anything you like. But let's just stick a little mat on here and we can pop it in. Probably would have been nicer if it was just on white. Might break up the craziness of my chaotic Christmas going on in there. But anyway, we'll pop that on here. Flatten it out. And then this can slide in any of these little spots here. Just need to get my, there we go. So that could go in here perhaps. You could put a photo on that or a greeting or anything you like. And then I also have this one here, this I one. So this one looks like this. It's a skinny one, and this one is designed to fit behind this one here. Okay, so, but I also did these ones here. So it's the same size, and I've just found this off on Cricut Design Space and attached it and did a print and cut. So I can just slide that right in here, and then that can be where I write my little, you know, my little salutation, my to and from on there. So that's that. Now it's getting a bit chunky with that bit in the middle. Let's fold her over. Press. Okay, so then I might just put my little clip on there for a second. So I don't think I'll use this one. I think I'll just stick with one of these because it's quite loud in there as it is. So let's pop those to the side. This is the last bit that we need to do, isn't it? This is our little closure. So for this one here, the closure I used was this piece here, G. So I just cut that out of a bit of paper, scrapbook paper, the G, and then I've just folded it over and glued it together so that it fits on there on my little wallet. So you've got a choice. You can either have this as a closure, if I can get it back on there now, if you just wanted to do that, and you know, you could put a little bit of lace or something on there. So that's one option. Or this guy here, E, and just need to find where those folds are now, and fold it over, put this to the side, and then the other one, like so. And then what we can do is glue this onto the back and then put a Velcro on the front, and that will be our closure there, like so. So let's just glue that on now, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of glue on this side, and then I'm going to sort of guess the middle, I suppose. I hate guessing the middle of anything. Slide it on, and then, oops, not very straight. I'm just making sure that first score line is right up nice and flush against the edge. Just give it a little push, and I can see a little bit of glue poking out. Okay, so then I'm going to put a Velcro dot there, I think, today. So I'll put a Velcro dot there and a Velcro dot there, and then all just hold together like so. And where are my Velcro dots? Are they handy? Okay, I'm back. I found my little Velcro dots. So, well, they're actually not that little, are they? They're quite big. I would not normally use ones this size, but it's all they had. So I'm going to put a fluffy one on this side. Put my fluffy one on this side. Oh, it's well stuck to my finger. Right there. Stick it down, and then I put my non-fluffy one right on top of it, like so, and then I can fold it over. I can try fold it over like so. It's a bit chunky, but that's okay. I don't want to use all my magnets up on just little gift cards, on little gift wallets. All right, so let's pop that to the side. Okay, then I just made this little tag. So this little bit of Merry Christmas I cut out on my Cricut, and it was already, you know, a layered design. So I just cut it out of 3 different colours and a little bit of bling and a bit of ribbon, and I'm just going to pop that on there like that, I think. So let's do that. Bit of glue. I could pop it up, I suppose. But of course you can decorate this any way you like. Okay, where are you going to go? Just here. Like so. I feel like it should have gone down a bit lower. That's cute. Okay, right, so then the only other thing left to do, move some stuff to the side here. This H piece here is an envelope for you to put this in. So if you wanted to put it in an envelope, I'm not sure how you go with postage. I'm sure you could post it. I just don't know how much it would cost. But it's definitely, if you don't want somebody to see what it is until the day, then we can cut out one of these. So I've just cut this out of copy paper. I've printed on one side, and of course you could print on both sides, and then just cut it out of copy paper. So it has a little gusset all the way around so that we can fit our little envelope, our little wallet in there. So I just need to put some glue. So I've folded on all the score lines. I just need to put some glue on this tab here and this tab here, and then fold this up, and I want to make sure that my gusset's there, and just glue it to the edge, really, like so. Trying to get my fingers in there. There, and on this side. Slide that one in, line it up, glue it on all the way down. Okay, are you stuck? Might need a little bit more glue in here. See that little bit there? Okay. Problem is, I can't get my finger in there to hold it down. Okay, there we go. And then we have this little gusset at the bottom. Let's flatten that out a little bit. And then we should just be able to slide this guy in here. Now it's a little bit chunky because of that ribbon, so that's probably not going to help very much, but let's see if we can get it in there. There we go. Cute. It's a little bit chunky because of that ribbon, and that's why I didn't bother trying to put those in an envelope. But then we have this little guy in envelope which we can seal up, and we can put a little sticker or something there to hold it closed, and then, or maybe put a bit of ribbon around it. That'd be cute. But there's a little envelope for it to go in as well. Yeah, so that's a pretty easy little project. I feel like you could make quite a few of those in no time. In fact, I already have made quite a few. So this is the gift card and money wallet with the little envelope for it to go in. These are available in my Etsy store. They're not very expensive. And I hope that they make gift giving a little bit easier for you this Christmas, especially with boring things. I think boring things like money and gift cards. So something a little bit different that you can give to someone. So thanks very much for your time today. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little bit fluffy. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.